File Republican presidential candidate Sen. Tim Scott, R.S.C., speaking at Representative Jeff Duncan's Faith Freedom Barbecue fundraiser on Monday, walks past Casey DeSantis, GOP rival and wife of Florida Governor Ron DeSantis. August 28, 2023. Anderson. S.C. Many campaigns place a heavy emphasis on South Carolina, where Republican primaries have traditionally been the last chance before Super Tuesday for many hopefuls of White House. Anderson. S.C. Senator Tim Scott walked off the podium holding a microphone at a recent barbecue event in South Carolina, passed between tables covered in red, white, and blue as attendees finished plates of pulled pork baked beans. As Scott was talking about his campaign, Florida's First Lady, Casey DeSantis, passed by, staring at the empty stage where she would soon be speaking. She was there to replace her husband, Florida Governor Ron DeSantis, who oversaw the response to Hurricane Idalia. Former Governor Nikki Haley filled an event hall about 130 miles northeast. There was a crowd in the back aisles, and some people had to watch his words on a video monitor. The intensity of activity demonstrated priority these three campaigns gave to South Carolina. Here, Republican primaries have traditionally been last chance before Super Tuesday for many hopefuls. From White House. If former President Donald Trump maintains his front row position here and in other early voting states, it may be nearly impossible to stop the path to the GOP nomination. Except for one of primaries held since 1980. Winner of Republicans in South Carolina became party's nominee. At both the state and national level, Trump is way ahead in the Republican field. Two state candidates vying for a distant second place: Scott and Haley and DeSantis. A Fox Business poll in July found that Scott, Haley, and DeSantis each scored double-digit numbers. But Trump was still ahead by more than 30 points. Scott and Haley face more pressure, given the traditional expectation for a presidential candidate to win his own state. But they could also smash any traditional South Carolina home advantage, which could cause DeSantis to drop them into a potentially embarrassing third or even fourth place. In a split vote like this, you can't help thinking that Donald Trump has a natural advantage over everyone else because he needs to win by one second-place vote, said Dave Wilson, conservative political strategist in the state, evaluating their options. Many voters praised and criticized the three second-place contenders in various ways, reflecting how fragmented the field was. "We've got a lot of good mail," said Debra Donnan, a 52-year-old former postal worker from the city of Lawrence. "I just watch and learn." Donnan said he thought both Trump and DeSantis had a great shot. But so did Scott. "Don't underestimate him," she said of Scott. "His belief system is very strong and he is not a wimpy person." Meanwhile, Haley received praise from 78-year